Hey, this is Steve Domenico in the Room podcast with a very special and big, huge kind of guest. What are we, 7'2"? Tyler King is in the house. Tyler, is it 7'2"?
6 foot 13.
All right, that's close enough, man. Hey, brother, first time having you in here. Man, welcome to the show, bro. We've talked at shows. I've seen you fight. I've seen you coach, and finally get to have you on here and actually have a word, one on one instead of like jumping on comments and all that other good stuff. So, man,
Nah,
welcome to the show, man. What's been going on?
well, first, I do appreciate you having me, and not much, just living the pandemic life and putting those to the grindstone both at work and training, and here we are.
Excellent, my man. So, the pandemic and all that. How much were you able to train during that? I know your work and your lifestyle was affected because you are a coach and you work out of a gym and stuff. How'd that affect you? And were you training and getting in some, regular training in between that while we were all locked away?
Um, I don't mean to sound like brash or cocky, not me at all,
Yeah.
but I got better during the pandemic. I was able to heal a bunch of injuries. I set up a gym in my apartment at one point, and just I worked out, create like insane amounts of just being disciplined, workout, not much else to do. And the UFC gym was actually right across the street from my apartment. So myself and Daniel Mola just took it to a new level. We've been training everything consistently, and it's just we've grown exponentially, both of us, especially in our stand up. We've been doing like just small group sessions as far as box technique, bringing different guys to spar, and the results have been great. And on top of that, I was traveling down the Fall River on the weekends, still am, and I helped Jordan get ready for Greg Hardy, and now we've just been training everything just in that get better mode.
Excellent. How'd you get involved with Jorgen in going down the regiment?
So I met Jorgen. I went to one of the big Lausanne sparring days, and the first time I met Jorgen, he hit me with a left hook right hand that, dude, I don't think I've ever been rocked in sparring like that. And we just became friends, talking online, supportive. And when he was getting ready for the Greg Hardy fight, he brought me and Ross Levine in and just got after it, got him ready for it, and bonds built.
Excellent. Are you still going there regularly now? I mean, their
Yeah,
gym.
like, honestly, Ryan Raposa, the coaches down there, they're awesome. They let me come down whenever I want. We work together, we share knowledge. It's awesome. They're really great people. Mitch Raposa's down there, getting to watch him get better. It's actually a fun, really fun thing to watch. He watch these young guys come up and get better. Like even week to week, it's a really cool thing to watch. So it's been a great thing overall. I think for everyone involved, to be
Now,
honest.
now, you mentioned Mitch Raposa. You're a coach yourself. You've cornered several kids through the game now. How's that aspect? I mean, how were you managing? I mean, these kids are young. They look up to you when you corner them and stuff. How are you keeping them in the game while they were on the sidelines?
Just line of communication. And the other thing is, our guys, we bring them in, we make sure they're getting that work. But the one thing about this is it's a much less regular schedule as far as like guys with school, and some don't work as much. So they're just like taking jobs where they can here and there, stuff like that. So you keep tabs on guys best you can, but it just you do the best you can. The regular guys are still in there though.
Now, you spoke about getting better and being locked away. What else did you get better at as far as not just fighting? There was a lot of self-reflection, a lot of us and you time, my man.
Yeah, I hear that.
I mean, I know you're kind of the outgoing type and stuff, but what were you doing other than fighting to keep that mind stimulated?
Um, Reading. Actually, I majored in political science at UConn, so I did a lot of reading on, current state of politics, just kind of looking at everything from a philosophical point of view. And that's basically, honestly, locked away to your thoughts. I read a lot, but I was also working the entire time. I work as a park ranger, so I didn't stop working. I kept working through the pandemic, doing emergency response, outreach programs in the city of Boston. So I
Excellent.
was pretty well stimulated. when I wasn't like there at idle hands. So I'd be across the street either watch like sometimes me and Mo would sit in the gym, just watch film, stuff like that. Sit there with Mo and Jason Dunn, the owner of the OC gym, and we just watch film and talk about fights and stuff like that. So just
That's
kind
it.
of kept busy, kept my circle tight, and I think I came out as a better person, better coach, better fighter.
Awesome. I didn't realize that you were a park ranger. So you're 24/7. I mean, you're fighting, you're training at the gym, you're getting kids ready, you're getting yourself ready, and you're a park ranger, man. How? I mean, dude, where do you do that? In Massachusetts, of course.
City of Boston, the Rose Kennedy Greenway Conservancy. It's a nonprofit based in Boston. They run the city park in Boston, and I'm one of the rangers for it.
So you get a lot of kids that go through there and kind of look up
Uh,
at you like a.
well, yeah.
Who
Well, I
the
mean,
hell is
does it
that?
have to be,
Who the fuck
Steve?
is that guy?
Steve, does it have to be a kid though? Does it have to be a kid?
No, it don't. It don't. Not
All
at all.
right,
Dude,
all right.
dude, I'm just about 6 feet. I think I lost an inch, getting older. But man, I look up at you like the fucking Statue of Liberty, basically, man. It's fucked up, man. I
Dude,
mean,
you're just like six. What are you like? 6 foot?
I'm about 6 foot. I'm shrinking a little bit.
I'm that much taller.
Yeah,
Jeez.
dude. No, man, it's scary. Like I look up, like fuck, wow, man. You're like two of me. It's fucking awesome. Dude, we're live now, so people are gonna make it comments, and I mean, if you want to answer back, you want to answer them,
Okay.
man. You
All
do
right.
whatever you want, but I mean, I know you can multitask, so you can do whatever you want, man. It's a free show, but the fights are starting to go on. How much did that affect you as far as talking to fighters? It lit a fire under their ass, seeing the UFC excelling and actually getting things going, and giving regional fights. There's
Mhm.
not much hope, but at least as far as UFC and then bigger organizations, you have a goal as far as where you are. How'd that feel to see that get going and kind of be an every week thing now?
It's encouraging. I think it's encouraging because you want to toe the line as far as how you feel like politically or what we should do as far as pandemic response. But I truly think it is, if you don't admit it's overblown, you're just not paying attention. I think we're overblown at this point. I think return to normalcy is a great thing, and that was like kind of like the first step as a return to normalcy. Now, I think we're going a little like me watching from the outside. I feel like we're going a little bit overboard as far as all the precautions being taken. Then again, you talk about like a bunch of NBA players are getting it, so maybe not. There's like arguments on both sides, but basically it's like kind of a return to normalcy, and it's kind of showing us guys have some hope. We're gonna get there, and like knowing a few things, I'm not gonna name. There's some things happening locally behind the scenes, so it's gonna happen sooner rather than later.
Yeah,
Like it's not like people don't want the people that do this for a living or for passion, whatever, however, like promoters are doing it, they want to get back to it. Everyone I talk to, even all the trainers, all the gym owners, like all my friends in the industry and just old salty coaches just want to get back in there,
yeah.
get back to it. They want the Marciano tournament back.
Well,
They want,
you know what I see a lot now, Tyler, compared to now and before.
yeah.
Before it was like if a UFC fighter, the first UFC fighter when they came back, one I forgot who it was, but tested positive for COVID-19. And it
Oh,
was,
oh,
somebody was
Brazilian crocodile,
somebody was saying.
Jacare Souza.
That's right, right. So I was a little fucked up about it, and a few other people were. But what I see, the media got on it a lot more then. Now what I'm seeing is, UFC this weekend, a couple of fights fell through because COVID-19, and it's not a big news story as far as like. You don't see people putting down the UFC like, oh fuck, they're infecting
Yeah.
people. I think people have finally, are had a fuck enough of it, and they're seeing a couple of cases here and there are not gonna affect them in the long run. I mean, it's an individual option on what you want to do, and I think it's far in between who gets sick, and the
Well,
ratio there is just not enough to
if
stop.
if we're weighing things here,
Yeah,
COVID-19 gave us the fight of the summer. COVID-19
yeah,
gave us the fight of the summer. Did you care? Like, here, it was a good fight card, and I was gonna watch it. But did you really care about Usman versus Burns?
No, I wasn't. I
Did
mean,
you care?
I thought about.
You
I
didn't
I
care.
wasn't going to
You were,
buy the fight. I wasn't going to like go out of my way to find a stream if it came across. I mean, a great competitive fight, but as far as the mainstream and just the implications and just the people involved now
bro.
and the backstory is real cool.
It wasn't compelling at all.
No.
Like Jorge Masvidal is one of the top 3 stars in the UFC right now. Conor McGregor, Nick or Nate Diaz, give or take, and Jorge Masvidal. This fight went from okay, cool, just another title fight to an amazing showstopper of a fight. People care again, and the fact that he's doing it on a week's notice. Come on, dude. Come on, guys. COVID-19 test. Flew to Vegas. Guys, COVID-19 test. They're flying across the world, cutting weight, and he's playing the part too. He stopped in Italy to get a fucking pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Well, the thing about it, I mean, not the thing about it, I mean, George don't cut much weight to get to 170. I mean, you know what I mean? 155 is a big cut, but what do you think size-wise? I mean, not to get off course and get back on just on UFC, but what do you think size-wise? Is that going to affect, or is there
No,
a advantage
no,
there?
I don't think so. Masvidal's just been dangerous at 170 for a while now, and he put away the biggest welterweight they had. He made a move up to middleweight when he knocked out Darren Till. So he's not worried about size; it's about the fight. And just what I know, I talked to a few people at Top Team, and the guys he's had in there for a while, he's ready for this fight. Let's put it that way.
Awesome.
I don't think Usman's going to be dominant in the wrestling.
Yeah,
I'll
excellent.
say that much. I don't think he'll be dominant in the wrestling. And if he does take George down, George will get back up.
Awesome. Well, it's a great. I mean, we're gonna see two firsts here. I mean, we're gonna get to see George go for that belt, and we're gonna see We're gonna see Fight Island, which is, you know, I've made about 7 memes already on that.
Oh yeah. Cool. Dude, I will tell you, your meme game has been on point today.
Hey, listen,
All right.
listen. I gotta admit, not everyone is mine, but the ones that are mine, I put my logo
Yeah.
on, so that's how you know they're mine. I mean, they're fucking. All right,
All right.
Tyler, let's get the
Yeah.
regional shit because I mentioned that, you know, the UFC is getting going. You know,
Yeah.
who knows? Bellator might be right around the corner. You never know with that. But regionally, it's a little tough. Massachusetts just came out with phase 3. It's showing that there's not, you know, other than what it looks like right now, if you don't have a real pay-per-view sort of event that can bring in money, how does a regional outfit promotion get a card going under these restrictions at this point?
Have a really good broadcast partner.
Flow Combat, maybe.
Maybe there's another one you're not thinking about.
Fight TV. What's the other one?
UFC Fight Pass.
Well, yes. Well, who do you think that could get on that? A regional promotion?
I don't know. I don't know. What promotion's on UFC Fight Pass?
Well, CES, of course. Well, that's who I see doing it. I mean, but they
I would think they would do it too.
all right, so all right, so maybe you know something I don't know. So let's talk about you a little bit because there was
Okay.
there's some chatter. I think Roz has been on. Roz got to come on the show when Travis and Laz were on. He called in. He
Yeah.
had to say about you. There's a backstory between you two guys, and you know, we had a whole show devoted on matchups and, you know, getting the fire going as far as things going in New England and beyond. So, dude, there was some stuff going on between you and Roz. Let's talk a little bit about that. And, you know, I got Chris Sauer on here asking you if you signed a contract. I don't know where you can fight. You know more information than we do. So lay it out there, brother.
What do you want to know? Ask me any question you want. I'll answer.
I want to know what your next fight's going to be.
Ross Hill's my next fight.
All right. Okay. Are you in negotiations with a promotion right now?
I have. We're in wait and see mode right now. Once everything's weighed and seen, everything's agreed upon in principle.
Okay. Which is cool. And, you know, it's agreed upon very, very 190, 200% by Roz. let's talk a little bit about this, Tyler, because he's mentioned that he's maybe trained with you a long time ago. Maybe got a couple of sessions in with.
Rob Tillman has never trained with me.
All right. I'm wrong then. He maybe I called you to probably get some cross training with you. I think that's what he said.
I reached a while ago.
Yeah.
I spoke to his coach. I asked him. I was like, "Hey, if you want cross training, come on." Like, and it just never happened. And whatever. Cool.
Okay. Well, here's the timeline when he's saying, well, not the timeline, the story.
I'm sure he has like some big elaborate timeline, and that's fucking great. But like, lay it out, however you want to do it. I lay it out however you want. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Like, the fight's made. It's gonna happen. I know how it's gonna go. There we are.
All right. So I would imagine. I mean, you're gonna hype this fight up, even though it's hyped now. Once we get maybe a promotion or somebody or some rumblings in the back, some beans, maybe Tyler, you can tell me in a week or so, because things happen quick.
Hopefully.
Maybe Roz will tell me out there. Roz is saying never. I don't know what that means, but
Roz is saying never. Well, here's the thing, like, Roz, you're welcome for getting the most attention you've ever had in any fight ever. That's all I have to say about that. You're welcome.
It's a pretty big fight. It's a pretty damn big fight.
Yeah, I make it a big fight.
And two guys in the rankings. You're ranked above him. What do you think about the rankings? Do you think that helped this matchup when you guys got to look at it? Do you think Roz looked at it and he looked at you and said, "I want his spot," and and there's history behind it?
Well, maybe, but that's dumb of him to think.
What's he gonna say? I got Terrence Jean Jock in here. Look at they're all in there. They're all on this list. As Terrence is over there somewhere.
I mean,
he's up in the top 5.
I haven't even watched it. Look.
So what do you think? I only have a picture of you.
Okay, here's the thing.
Where do you?
I made the fight.
Yeah.
I made this fight happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I knew I pushed the right buttons, and the hype is there, so you're welcome. Like, it was like he's sitting there playing checkers. I'm over here playing chess, which is fine, just like the fight will be. It's cool.
So Roz is asking when you're gonna sign. So that means there's a contract out
when
there.
You gonna sign? What do you mean sign?
I mean,
like, what do you mean sign?
Is there something to sign?
You mean you want to fight in Western Mass in October? No, I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to do that. We're going to do it way before that in a much better venue with much better broadcast partners and much better pay and many more eyeballs on it. You're welcome.
All right, let me ask you about that right there, October, Roz, because there's been posters coming out.
All I'm going to say is a promoter offered me to fight in October at a venue I don't want to fight at a rate that I don't want to fight for. So, no.
And that's as a businessman and managing, and I would imagine that's you. That's
yeah.
That's
like,
exactly.
Here's the other thing. Here's the other thing, and like, I'm even gonna sweeten the deal. Most likely, the fight, the fight that me and Ross on the card, you probably have the pro debut of Daniel Mola as well.
Which, all right, well, he's a beast. I mean, that's what your protege and your main training partner right now.
He's not my protege by any means.
All right, don't kill me. I know he's a black belt and he'll probably strangle you, right? Is that what you're saying?
He is the best jiu-jitsu. Like, he's my main training partner. He's the best jiu-jitsu practitioner in MMA besides me. And but his jiu-jitsu is way better than mine. He's a black belt in Damian Maia. He's a savage, and like, he's a sponge. He's a savage, and he's just getting better and better and better. And just like, hopefully, we have a plan of the way we want things to go, and we'll kind of go from there.
All right, so you're talking earlier than October, so there's some talks going on. I've heard some, not CES talks. I've heard some other things rumble in the back that might be an option in a few weeks. So things are opening up. I mean, as far as Rhode Island, the casino's open. Twin Rivers is open now. So I would imagine, in a month or so, there probably could be some action going on there. And, in my opinion, Roz, if it's, CES is the top choice for you guys to fight on. They're going to give you the best eyes, like you said. They'll give you the biggest hype. I mean, Neff I like also, but that's way up in Maine. I think Providence is probably a better location on the CES and
100%.
Fight Pass
100%.
to get it done. Dude, what do you think? Do you think before? Give us a timeline. Sign the goddamn contract, fucking king.
Sign the contract. Like, fuck, relax. You get yours.
Hey, they're saying it too.
You're gonna get yours. What, I'm afraid? I just put up the top 10 rankings. That'll come on in a minute. So, not that, but yeah, you'll end up seeing it. But dude, where do you think this fight? I like a lot of things you're saying. I have like my optimistic hope, which is please something. I am hoping upon hope that's something for August. I have nothing behind that, but hopefully mid-August, end of August, like I just want to fucking fight. I want my guys to fight, and that's that. That's all. Like I ain't getting any younger. I am for sure not getting any younger, but hey, we're getting better. So want to end this thing the right way, you know?
Excellent. Well, you're sweetening the pot, throwing in your buddy there for making his pro debut. That's definitely that's definitely some more bait in there. Not that you and Raz, two of the Mothra. What was the moth from fucking like when Godzilla, the Mothra, that big freaking
Mothra was like the big he's
fucking
Mothra and I'm fucking Godzilla. Or I'm King Kong, it doesn't matter. Like I'm either King Kong or Godzilla, like I don't have much leeway there.
Yeah, he was the one that would make
he's definitely Mothra. He's got those friggin' frail ass arms. Frail ass body. So.
Hey, Mothra would like fucking make the wind blow and tear down.
Yeah, I know, but Dylan Intex had that frail ass body.
All right, my man. Listen, let's talk about this fight itself. I mean, I've had fighters on here talk about, not game plan. I mean, levels between you and him and your let's talk about the matchup in itself. He's number 9, I do believe. You're number 6.
I've fought in a year. I've lost freaking 3 straight fights. Number 6. He's number 9. He is 5-4. He's never beaten anyone with a winning record. He's fought a bunch of pro debuts, and then he fought a pro debut. He picked the wrong one, and Chris Sarro put him to sleep. So that is what it is. Like the records kind of speak for itself. He's fighting pro debuts, and I'm flying across the globe and fighting the number 1 unsigned heavyweight, not in the UFC, the number 1 unsigned by the UFC heavyweight, in Amir Ali Akbari. Then I'm flying across the to the other side of the continent to fight the top prospects in fucking Canada. So, I mean, level of competition speaks for itself. Like you say, you want to talk about levels. Well, level of competition, strength of schedule speaks for itself.
Excellent. Well, you win this fight. Where do you sit in here? Where do you sit in these rankings? And do you think you'll get enough eyes on you in the Fight Pass that you might get a shot out of New England and back maybe overseas, maybe on a nice hot island somewhere?
Listen, I'm not even looking that far ahead. I mean, as I train, work with Mola, you kind of look at a time frame and a window and look at my age, look at the miles, look at everything like that. You kind of pick out the window and you're looking at what you get. Okay, what can I do with this? Now, if it goes the way I think it'll go, if it goes the way I know it'll go, I'd be looking to get right back in within like 3 months. And if that's locally, that'd be great. But, I've been paying attention to the international scene as well. One of the things that makes me more optimistic as far as doing something locally right now is the fact that Japan just locked down for another 6 weeks. They're going to do another 6-week quarantine, and then they're presumably going to open back up. So that will be there'll probably be a rising card coming up after that. And if we're pushing the end of the year, or even Thanksgiving, that late autumn, Japanese like to go big those last 2 shows of the year. So a couple double shows, maybe I get on something like that. But if something interesting presents itself, I don't know who's saying what in the comments right now, but anyone can get it.
Excellent. Well, last thing before I let you go, my man, we got this big card on Saturday night. I've seen you talk about who you're going for, but tell everyone out there your predictions and what you think's going to happen in that main event.
Okay, so I think this is Gamebred's moment. Like Gamebred, he first of all, he's been preparing as if he was going to fight. That's been confirmed. Multiple sources. Um, he's built for this. This is kind of like this is his destiny moment. Like if you've ever like we all eat this stuff up, and this really is his moment. He pulls this one off. He's one of the two biggest stars in the UFC, and then they'll probably make the McGregor fight to see who the biggest star in the UFC is. Like that's kind of the road we're on right now. Now, all theatrics aside, we're talking about the technical aspects of the fight. Jorge's in amazing shape, super cardio, precise, devastating striking. He lands right. You're going to sleep, and
Oh, I might have lost him. What happened? Let me see if I can call him back. I don't know if I can. But my God, he was telling us all the prediction. Hold on, Tyler. Maybe I can call him back. All right, let me try to call him back. See what happens. Oh, he's calling me. This should be him. Tyler.
yes, I'm here. Give me a second.
Yeah, I can't see you. Where are you? I might have to call. Oh, there you are.
Oh, there we go.
All right,
I
man.
pushed my phone.
No, that's all right, man. Let me just. Yeah, you're perfect in the same spot. So you were giving your prediction about Masvidal, and you were going into the technical.
Let's get off theatrical. Corey's got amazing endurance. I know the kind of guys I understand the level of people that have just been going at him for weeks at a time. American Top Team. I don't think I don't think Marty's wrestling is going to be overpowering enough to keep him held down. I think Jorge will probably take him down, but will definitely get back up. And when he gets up, he will touch Marty a lot. Marty's not fighting Colby Covington. Wow, I think Colby Covington is really good. It's not a very powerful striker, and he just has this insane pace, and it's like peppers you the way a la Nate Diaz. Jorge is just going to be on him with devastating shots. I don't think Marty's be able to stand up to it. I think like he'll tag, maybe get a takedown. Usman will work his way back up, tag him again. Marty will clinch it up, extend the round, maybe get him down, maybe not. They'll kind of go back. And I think by the end of the second round, going to the third round, he'll be pretty weathered and probably get finished right into the third, early in the fourth.
Awesome. Yeah, I got everything you said. And I got Masvidal.
Great minds think alike.
I got him in the third round. I mean, but you never know. I mean, I just love the fight. Hey, Tyler, man.
Same.
Oh, dude, man. Throw your shout outs and all that. Anything you want to say thank you to, and your last words before I let you go, and then I'll get us out of here.
All right, so I want to say sponsors, Not Scared out in Northern California. Thank you for all the apparel, the jiu-jitsu gear, Fight to Win Pro. Thank you for giving me and all those athletes a that you compete on. Pin 6 DVD. You guys are amazing. Jason Negan, thank you for everything you do for me. Carnes Mixed Martial Arts, Sean Connor, the Master. Nolan Brothers Boxing. Vincent Morton over at UFC Gym. Best boxing coach downtown Boston. Daniel Mola, best training partner and best jiu practitioner I know. Jason Dunn, owner of UFC Gym Boston. Guys, if you're in Boston, go check out UFC Boston. If you're in Norwood, check out Carnes Mixed Martial Arts. And I'm Tyler King and Ross Hilton. I'm your Huckleberry.
Awesome, my man. Well, Tyler, bro, pleasure you coming on, dude. Hey, anytime you want to come down here, you want to come in the room, hang out, bring your mola, bring your guy down here, bring one of your young, bring one of your young amateurs, bring them all down here. I mean, you might have to sit out there so I can fit the rest of them in here. but I'll get you all here now. I got like
I'll
four.
bring a bean bag.
I'll put you on the floor. Your head will still be level. Fucking awesome. All right, Tyler, man. Thanks so much for coming on. And dude, when you're able to spill a few beans, man, come back on and we'll get it
All
out
right,
there.
we'll catch up. Thank you, for real. Thank you very much for having me. I truly appreciate it, Steve.
All right, my man. Don't hang up. I'm just gonna go with our music to bring us out of here, and I'll talk to you to tell you what's up from here.
All right, cool.
All right. Thank you, my friends. Tomorrow night, Jay Perrin, I have him on. He's coming on at 10 o'clock.
Goodbye.
Yes. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock after he gets out of work. It's late, but he's going to have a lot to say. He'll be all revved up, ready to talk about. He's ready to travel the country and get some training in, ready to do some things. So, Tyler, we out of here, bro. I'll see you.